Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another VV and Ecomi video. In this one, I do want to touch on one of the big topics, which is the tokens being left behind, because we have a lot of concerns there. A lot of people are talking about a lot of different things, so I did want to address that. But before we get into that, we do have an interesting confirmation here. So, shout out to Not You for finding this, doing the digging. So official VV Givenchy doing a sale of 1,952 NFTs. So take a look at this. They're launching the creation of an NFT in support of the LGBTQIA plus cause. So yeah, like that's a lot of freaking letters, bro. That's a hey. Anyway, to mark Pride Month this year, Givenchy Perfumes states its support for the cause by launching an unprecedented project. The brand has decided to team up with the London gallery owner Amar Singh and the Rewind Artist Collective to create a digital artwork which will be sold for the benefit of the Lee Mag Junes Association, an initiative which perfectly reflects the house's approach, according to which disruptive creativity and innovation always go hand in hand with values of respect and inclusion. Drawing inspiration from the house's hallmarks as well as the colors of Pride Month, this original virtue artwork is being sold on the VV's specialized sales platform in a limited series of 1,952 copies. After the sale, the proceeds will be entirely donated to the Lee Mag Junes Association. So, as you can see, you have more here, but yeah, check this out. So he says, Not You says, the implications of this are beyond belief. This is a very exclusive club to be a part of. You have to know some pretty big people, and they must have an extreme amount of faith in the project. They are always thinking longevity and legacy, and this is a fact. This is 100% true. And what people are really failing to realize, while there's a lot of FUD being spread around the VV and Ecomi community, people really sleep on who the hell Alcon is. Like, people really sleep on who Alcon is. And the fact that he is this heavily and closely affiliated with VV should tell people everything that they need to know. But no, people are just worried about their money. People are worried about the token, worried about if they're doing it right, worried about if they know what they're doing properly and things like that. People need to really wake up to who the hell Alcon is. Like, because making Pokemon what it is, or and Hello Kitty what it is, Ninja Turtles what it is, like, who do you... Bro, do you know the type of circles Alcon is in, bro? He is a legend. He's a legend. And people don't get that. We have a legend leading this project and helping this project go to where it needs to go. And that's what people are failing to realize and failing to remember. But, yeah. Anyway, as you can see, this is some pretty big news here. I don't know if this is the piece. They said the Pride Month color, so I think that's pink. So I don't know if this is the piece here, but this is that. Well, this is XL. I mean, I don't know. I don't know these brands. I know this symbol looks like it similar to some of the clothes and stuff people be wearing, but look at that. Oh, that says 2004 though. I don't know if this is because I thought that somebody said that was a Louis V painting. But listen, I don't wear Louis V. I'm never going to wear it. Like, none of that. So, yeah, I don't know. Somebody said that this could potentially be the painting, or it's one of the other ones. I don't know. But I did want to talk a little bit about the Veveverse and the Omi burn potential, because that's going to be a big deal as well. So, yeah, we'll just chill right here. So, basically, let's get into it. A lot of people are concerned about the Veveverse and well, not really the Veveverse, but the token. The fact that they're not going to be leaving tokens behind, and a lot of people think that that's a bad call. And this is one of the reasons that I'm not too worried about this call and this decision, because we don't have enough information. And regardless of anyone trying to tell you that we have enough information, we just do not have enough information. And I don't know if VV has planned this far ahead. Well, obviously they haven't planned this far ahead, since they're not making the decision to make that move to confirm that we're going to be leaving tokens behind. Because I don't think that without the Veveverse here, like, and without knowing the burn rates of the Veveverse, without knowing exactly what can be burned from the Veveverse, it would be impossible to know how much Omi could potentially be burned from just that addition, especially depending on the complexity of it. And it doesn't even have to be too complex. Just the things that they have confirmed, it's enough to burn Omi. So at this point, it just comes down to how much content are they going to create, because it's enough content here. If they have enough content, it could potentially be burns 24 hours a day, all day, every day. So that's what we're going to be talking about. And also, let's also factor in if they have the Veveverse tokens. You can use tokens in the Veveverse, your Omi token in the Veveverse. Like, imagine you being able to actually pay for things with your Omi within the Veveverse. And then they have gem purchases as well, because obviously they want that separation, so they're going to have gems included regardless. But what if you can use Omi directly in the Veveverse? Also, what if we have token exclusive assets? Like, for instance, if you want a color on your car, if you want to paint your car gold, the only way you can get this gold little the gold paint job that stands out more than anything in the Veveverse, the only way you'll be able to get that gold paint job is if you use Omi. It's like so exclusive deals and stuff like that, where people will have to figure out, oh, how did they get this? How did they do that? And then they're willing to go through the process to buy some Omi themselves. Stuff like that could happen in the Veveverse. So when we go over to the Veveverse alone, let's talk about token burn potential, where we can see some burns and where we can see Omi being traded itself. So, buying land, upgrading land, buying clothes, upgrading vehicles, attraction entrance fees. And what I mean by that is, like, they said that there's going to be a first edition VV museum. For instance, going in that museum, they could charge just so you could go in there and look at the first editions and see how it looks inside of there and everything. There could be an entrance fee. So just to put it into perspective, when you have all these factors and we don't know the burn rates, we don't know any numbers affiliated with this, you can't say, oh, that's too many tokens. It's not realistic to say something is too many tokens when you don't know how many tokens can be burned from each of these features once these features are confirmed. So I think that it is a pretty foolish move to leave a bunch of tokens behind when you don't have all the information yourself. Because let's say you wanna do something crazy with the Veveverse, but it turns out you left too many tokens behind and you don't have enough tokens to add the feature that you wanted to add. It's like, okay, now the Veveverse is going to be worse because you can't add something in there because there's not enough tokens to make the tokenomics work. So I think that's why it's really important that they do this right and not try to do this fast. I understand everybody wants to see a return on their money, and people have a lot of money invested in this, but this is a long-term project. Stop looking at what you have invested. That's the best advice I can give you. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I checked my investments. I tell you all this all the time. I do not remember the last time I checked my investments because I don't care. It's down. Like, I don't need to see how far down it is. Like, I know it's going to be down. When the price starts moving up, then I'll start checking it. But for now, I know it's a long-term project. It's not going to have much short-term success, at least until we get over to Immutable, and then we could potentially see some new exchanges and things like that, which could give us some more short-term successes. But until then, we're just chilling, man. We're chilling. So I don't know why people are even looking at it. It's not realistic right now that we know exactly how many tokens we need. Also, we don't know how much utility they're going to continue to add to the token. So we don't know. It's just so much we don't know. That's the thing. They could come up with some cool idea, some other idea that works really, really well for VV, and they could add some more utility to the token with that. Or they could add, you don't know what they could do. They don't know what they could do just yet because they have spent so much time focusing on VV, the collectible side, the getting this side right, the working with licensors and things like that. Now they have just been able to really sit down and dive into the token and dive into the crypto side. So, and it's still like this. The token is still in a very good place when it comes to the crypto world. It's just not. It's just a snail compared to all the other cryptos. It's not going to move like other cryptos, and that's the reason that I hate it so heavily affiliated with the word crypto. Because when you think crypto, you think fast gains and huge gains and stuff like that. And that's just not what Omi is. That is really not what Omi is. Omi is more of a stock. Like everyone has been saying it. Like it's more of a stock than it is a crypto. And I think the more people really wrap their head around this, the less people will be really looking at the investment like it's supposed to be a crypto. People are comparing Omi to their other investments. Oh, this investment did that. That investment did that. Those investments are not Omi, and it does not matter what those investments did in this short amount of time. Omi has higher potential to go up in the long term than any, like, basically all the gains people spend these next couple of years getting. Omi, like, if anyone invested in Omi, we have the chance to make a ton more money than all of that shit combined. So, especially if you're buying dips and things like that. I'm not a financial advisor, by the way. This is just the way that I see things. I share with you all the way that I see things. So I'm not in a rush to try to, let me gamble here. Let me gamble on this token for a few months. Okay, let me gamble on this token next. Let me gamble. I don't do gambles. I need sure things for my money. Personally, that's just the way that I see it. I need sure things. I'm not a gambler. I don't go to casinos. I don't go to the boat. None of that stuff. I don't do none of that. I need sure things for my money. I don't need to be guessing if I'm going to get a return or hoping that I get a return. Because with VV, this project, I don't hope or guess. Another reason, we're going back to Alcon. Alcon is a huge reason that I don't have to guess or anything like that, because he does not get involved in bullshit. Like I said, and then after learning about David Yu, his history, him running businesses and things like that, a lot of people saying that, these guys are just collectors. They're not good. They're not good businessmen. They're not good businessmen. Do you see these brands working with them? Like, look at these powerful brands, the most powerful brands in the world. People just think that people just go around handing out their licenses to people like that. That's just what it looks like, huh? But I mean, if people aren't going to put some respect on Alcon name and this team's name, I mean, you can't do anything about that. It's those people's losses for thinking the way that they do. But eventually in the future they'll see, or they'll get out at some stupid exit point, and then they'll see in the future once everyone else who stayed in is in a much better position when they could have been in that position. So those are the people I'm kind of going to feel bad for, but at the same time I'm kind of going to laugh at them. So I mean, because the fact of the matter is, if the situation did somehow become a flop, they would be quick to laugh at us. So I mean, the fact of the matter is, everything is pointing toward this having a huge returns. So I mean, and it's still on track to do that. People's biggest argument against this token is that it's constantly going down. It's constantly going down. Have you looked at the circulating supply of this token? It's supposed to be constantly going down. It's not supposed to be attracting a ton of investors. Look at how many tokens it has. I've been saying this for months, and I hope people start to catch on. It has always had every reason to go down and no reason to go up. We're getting to a point where that's kind of going to start shifting, and it's going to slow down, and it's going to have some reasons to go up. But we're still at the same place that we were months ago. Has every reason to go down and none to go up, really. Because throwing new NFTs on the platform, it's not going to have, with the amount of people that we have, it's not going to be enough burns to see any significant change whatsoever in the price. So, we're not going to have crazy burns right now because the marketing hasn't really gone in full effect. They're still moving slow with the marketing. And I know people want it fast, but I want it right. I don't want it fast. I want it right. So however long it takes you to get this shit perfect to where it keeps going and you don't fuck up my investment, take your time, bro. This is my money on the line. I don't need speed. I need accuracy. I need precision. Like, I don't care if you make announcements, the shit falls through. I'm not one of the guys who's going to be out here complaining about none of that. None of that matters. Do it right. As long as I can continue trusting you all to do it right, I don't care if you make mistakes, you jump the gun and announce things too early. I'm not the one who's going to complain about any of that stuff. Just don't fuck up my investment. That's the only way that I look at it. This is about my money for me. A lot of people want quick results and this and that. Like, no. Quick and longevity usually don't go together. quick and longevity. The faster you rise, the harder you fall. So, yeah, let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace out, yo.